Welcome to Voice of the Inland Empire, your weekly adventure into the who, what, where, and why of our Southern California communities. And in our little coffee house today, we are joined by Pat Bell, who is the Director of Development for House of Ruth. Now, this is a wonderful organization educating, informing, and assisting in domestic abuse situations. We're going to learn about this wonderful organization and something they're doing this month in October called Purple Purse as they raise awareness about financial literacy and financial abuse. Now, at voiceoftheinlandempire.com, you can find a complete listing of all the times and days our show can be enjoyed, as well as an archive of past shows and guests. We have a wonderful show lined up for you today, so don't go away. We will be right back. Is your radio station dull, boring, more of just the same day after day after? Then it's time for radio that will blow your mind and expand and enlighten it too. KCAA Radio 1050 AM is not only the go-to radio station for what's happening in and around the Inland Empire, it's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome, and a total convergence of cool. KCAA is not only the NBC News affiliate for our area, but offers the broadest and craziest range of national and local radio in the Inland Empire, with shows like Imus in the Morning, Dave Ramsey, Joyce Riley's Power Hour, Controlled Chaos, Poor Man, and now Voice of the Inland Empire with yours truly. Check out 1050 AM at home or on the road, or you risk being the only one at work not talking about the fun, crazy, educational, outlandish, awesome things they heard on KCAA 1050 AM. And you wouldn't want that, right? Need a gift and don't know what to get? How about a one-of-a-kind custom gift basket? Looking for a corporate gift for your customers, associates, or employees? Are you a nonprofit or organization with a special event coming up? Bountiful Baskets has custom and stock gift baskets for every occasion and budget. Corporate gifts, wine and beer baskets, table centerpieces, balloon decorating, custom ribbon, and more with local delivery and nationwide shipping. Call 909-608-2131 or online at thebountifulbasket.net. It is that time of the show when we say hello to today's guest, and we are joined by Pat Bell, who is the Director of Development from the House of Ruth. And Pat, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ron. Good morning.
You know, I think a lot of people in this region have heard of House of Ruth and some of the really great works that they do, but may not be entirely clear on the range of services that you offer, mostly to battered and abused women, and in many cases their children. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So tell us a little bit about House of Ruth.
House of Ruth has been around for 38 years, serving the communities within Los Angeles County and San Bernardino County. We started around a kitchen table with some Claremont College students wanting to do a project, starting a crisis hotline. And they realized very quickly that the immediate need of people needing help calling a hotline number evolved into starting a shelter. And 38 years later...
Now tell me about these students. Was this a project? Was the coursework that they were studying?
This was a graduate study project, yes. And it was a group of students that, said, hey, let's do a hotline. And they posted the number and were just flooded with phone calls.
And it was a hotline back then for abused women?
Yes.
Okay.
And that led to them seeking some grant funding to secure a house, of which they started the first shelter.
Nice.
And it was an 18-bed shelter back in that day, and it was full.
How long ago was that?
This was 1977.
Okay.
And it was full within 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Which tells you how big the demand was.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you flash forward today, we operate a 55-bed shelter and we have just as a deep demand for the services that we offer.
And where's your shelter located?
You know, we don't disclose the location of our shelter because of the confidential nature and the safety.
But it's local.
It's
within
local.
the Inland Empire.
It is local, and I can tell you that we have an outreach walk-in center located in Pomona.
Oh, okay.
And that I would consider one of our main offices, and we do allow people to come for appointments for counseling and case management and any support that they might need with domestic violence.
All right. Well, and while we're on that topic, I'm sure you also have a website that I'm assuming gives that address and probably a phone number as well.
We do.
So if someone wants to talk to you, what's the web address?
The web address is www.houseofruthinc.org.
Okay, www.houseofruthinc.org. And
Correct.
all the info is going to be there,
Yeah.
including...
Our 24-hour hotline number is on the website, and any information, we have information, how to know if I'm abused, what is the cycle of violence. There's lots of informative information on there for you to check out.
Great. So someone makes that call. They're in a bad situation, and they make that initial call. Walk me through what happens.
You know, we have trained domestic violence counselors that are on the phone 24 hours, available anytime to take that phone call. Just know, Ron, that making the phone call requires a lot of courage for anyone that's being abused. So they're usually scared. So when we pick up the phone, we're receptive to their fear. We reassure them that they're doing the right thing by asking for help. And then we just start asking some questions around, first and foremost, are you safe to talk to me right now? Okay, if the abuser's in the house and in the room and you're in a critical state, you might need to call 911. Okay, but we assess the safety of the person. We determine what they need. Some may need to flee and come into shelter. Some may not need that critical support, but they want to talk to someone. So we kind of guide them either into our shelter or into our outreach walk-in office to gain the support that they need through counseling, support groups, case managers, etc.
And this is not just for the women, but this can be for their children as well?
For their children as well. And I will tell you, Ron, we have opened our services to men also. Believe it or not, men can be abused, and it's not as common as women, but we're seeing a little bit more and more of it with men stepping forward and seeking help.
That probably wouldn't count my children being mean to me, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, never mind.
No. It's usually partner abuse, yeah. But statistically, they're stating now that 1 in 4 women are abused, 1 in 3 teens, and 1 in 7 men.
So is there a clear definition of abuse, or does it cover too broad of a spectrum?
You know, abuse really stems around power and control. Really, when one person is overpowering another, it can develop into abusive behavior. Lots of people have relationships, lots of people disagree and argue, but there's a threshold that you cross when you go into a violent behavior. And it can be, name calling, it can be verbal, emotional abuse. It
doesn't have to be just physical.
Right. It can be, of course, physical abuse that we know, but there are other ways to control people. I know that financial abuse is a big problem in preventing people from leaving relationships because they don't have the means to support themselves.
Well, and that's a great point. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, you've got a whole program going on right now in the month of October around this financial abuse.
We do.
So don't go away. We're going to take a quick break and learn more right after this. Looking for a new mattress? Not sure where to go or how to start? Want to make sure you get the best mattress for your money and one that will give you years of sleeping pleasure? There's only one answer, and that is Dreamland Discount Mattress in Covina. At Dreamland, Bruce and his dedicated team will ensure that you find the right mattress at the right price that will give you years of sleeping comfort. Dreamland Discount Mattress offers a wide range of options, styles, and choices, all at up to 80% off. Want to hear what many of their customers are saying about them? Check them out on Yelp to learn why you should become a satisfied customer of Dreamland Discount Mattress too. Go by and visit them at 1007 North Azusa Avenue in Covina, or give them a call at 626-331-8044. And remember, at Dreamland Discount Mattress, prices are always up to 80% off. We are back, and you are watching or listening to Voice of the Inland Empire. Be sure to check out our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com for all the days and times the show can be seen and heard. Today's guest is Pat Bell, who is Director of Development for a wonderful organization called House of Ruth. And Pat, in the last segment, we started talking about a form of abuse that I don't think a lot of people are as familiar with. Everyone is familiar with physical abuse. Most people are even familiar with verbal abuse. But financial abuse, who holds the purse strings? That can be kind of dicey as well.
Financial abuse is something that we call the invisible threat within domestic violence, because controlling someone's access to a bank account, damaging someone's credit by overuse of credit cards, or opening credit cards in their name without their permission, those types of things can really do some severe damage to an individual. And when a woman's in an abusive relationship, it's common for the batterer to place financial constraints because that prevents their independence. Sometimes women aren't allowed to work. Sometimes they have to come home and turn in their paycheck, and they're given an allowance to live on for the week. Those kinds of things are very restrictive and damaging to healthy relationships.
And if a woman, especially, with her children, is afraid that if she leaves, there is zero financial resource.
Sure, absolutely. And that's one of the primary reasons why a woman will stay in an abusive relationship. And it's difficult for the public to understand that, but the financial constraints can really play a big part in it.
So how do you help with that?
We're trying to raise awareness this month during October. We are participating in the All-State Purple Purse Challenge.
Purple Purse Challenge.
Yeah, the purple purse, purple of course is the domestic violence national color, and the purse represents a symbol of a woman's financial freedom. It's a place where she can make her own financial decisions. And the challenge lies in the Allstate Foundation supporting financial literacy. 160 domestic violence agencies across the country are all trying to raise money and raise awareness around financial abuse. The top 5 agencies that raise the most money will win up to a $100,000 prize from Allstate.
Nice.
So we're
that
very
will also
excited.
Go to the program.
Absolutely. We're very excited about the opportunity to share the message and educate people on what financial abuse really can do to damage a relationship.
So how can people help support this Purple Purse?
People can visit our website, or they can visit our Purple Purse page, and that site is bit.ly/Purple Purse 2015. If you click on that, you can make a donation. It will go straight to House of Ruth, and the money that is given to us, those gifts will all be allow us to continue to educate, provide the free services that we offer to victims, and help support and educate them to financial freedom, so they understand that I do have a right to make my own decisions. I don't need to.
Now, if someone wants to make a contribution, because that was a lot to remember, they can just go to houseofruth.org.
Yep.
And
we'll
I'm sure
have a link
access.
on that page. Yes,
Okay.
we will. So visit our website during the month of October. This challenge runs October 1 through October 27, and we're accepting gifts during the entire month. All of it will go toward the Purple Purse Challenge, and hopefully we'll be in the top 5 to secure that grand prize.
Oh, that's terrific. Now, I know there's people out there that can make financial contributions, but there may be also people out there that want to give of their time.
Sure.
Are you looking for volunteers? Are there ways that people can help out?
We do have a very strong volunteer base, and people are welcome to volunteer at House of Ruth. Because of the nature of our business, you have to complete a 40-hour training class, and those dates are available on our website. If you're interested, you can get all that information. But we use volunteers to answer our hotline, work with the kids, all kinds of things.
And where does the bulk of your funding come from? Fundraisers like this? Do you get any government funds?
Yeah, we're
grant
actually
funds?
we're actually 65% funded by government, contracts, and we have about 35% of our funding coming from private, and that can be through individual donor gifts, or it can come from private foundation funding, of which we write grants and receive funds that way.
All right, so if someone knows of someone that's in an abusive situation, or they are themselves, they can check out the website, dial the number 24/7.
I would encourage anyone that's in an abusive relationship to really pick up the phone and call. Call our hotline. It's on our website, houseofruthinc.org, and know that you're not alone and that we have people that are trained to be able to help you get out of a violent situation.
And you've got a range of services from, just talking on the phone, come on in and meeting with counselors, all the way to a place for these women and sometimes their children to stay.
Absolutely. Parenting classes, support groups. We have a wide variety of services. You can see all the services we offer on our website. We also do a lot of education out in public schools to get on a prevention level in teaching kids, here's what healthy relationships look like.
Yeah, there's a big gap on what healthy relationships look like in today's society, it seems, and that's too bad. Well, Pat, thank you for all that you and your organization have done and continue to do for the women and some men in this region. And be sure to check out their website, houseofruthinc.org, and connect to the Purple Purse and make a donation, volunteer your time, or just be aware of what's available should you know someone or you yourself need their services. Don't go away. We will be right back.
Business owners, are you overwhelmed when it comes to tracking your finances? Most business owners don't realize there are 3 different right ways to enter the same transaction into QuickBooks. One right way will work well for a business and owner. A second right way will work poorly, while a third right way will work okay, but not well. I am Linda QBQ Russell, the QuickBook Queen, and I help you choose the best right way for your business. I do custom QuickBooks setup. Together we find the quickest, easiest way to enter data that provides you accurate financial reports. These reports guide you to grow your business more profitably. I just started my free online tutorials to help more startups and new QuickBooks users. Sign up now at qbqueen.com and quickbooksfreetutorial.com. Let's get started now.
We are at the wonderful Bountiful Basket in Upland, as we are every week, with owner Marilyn Taylor. And Marilyn, why am I wearing this goofy hat?
It's Halloween, silly.
That's right. And I don't care whether you like it or not, although I do feel like a large, overgrown black ostrich.
You look like one, too.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm just going to go stick my head in some sand. So, it's Halloween. And people get invited to Halloween parties and get-togethers and gatherings. And, you always want to bring a hostess gift.
That's true.
But, a bottle of wine is a little lame. Tell us about some of the other wonderful options.
Well, actually, we have a lot of hospitality gifts for your Halloween parties, but we also have a lot for college students. We do a lot for college students.
That they give to each other, or the people give to them?
The
parents give.
Send something to the kids.
Nice.
At their school.
How fun.
Well, it's just like the parents are really into, supporting their kids and letting them know you're thinking about them. And they can, when the kids are, they haven't been to school in a long time, and they haven't been away from their families, then this is kind of a way to bring the kids back home without having them back home.
And what better way than to send a Halloween basket full of alcohol?
Nope.
I love it.
There's no alcohol in there.
No, these aren't? What are they then?
That's a soda.
They're both sodas?
Well, that's a can, so you can put your soda in a can.
Oh, it's a sipper.
Yes.
It's a sipper can. Okay, and then
That's a soda. That's Jack Black soda.
Blood red cola. Oh, that makes it even better. With candies and chips, and then what little girl wouldn't like a spooky Hello Kitty?
That's right.
Not that spooky on Spooky. And then this is cool in a mug. What does it say? Eat, drink, and be scary. That's pretty much me prior to coffee every morning.
Okay, true.
So what do you, thanks. So
I've seen you before coffee.
Oh, that's true, and I just dropped your spider.
Uh-oh.
So stay. So what's in here?
Well, this is just some of our fun things that we put in gift baskets for the kids. We've got a lot of different animated items. We've got Hello Kitty, Halloween Hello Kitty. But, you know, this is really a fun thing for kids. And grandparents love to send their kids Halloween gifts.
And you know what's cool is, as always, whatever their budget, you've got something to fit it. So if someone wants more information about a Halloween something special, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, my phone number is 909-608-2131. My website is thebountifulbasket.com. My address is 1296 West 9th Street. And for the viewers, I am giving a 20% off if they mention this show.
All right, mention Voice of the Inland Empire or my pet spider here. I love acronyms. And we'll see you at the Bountiful Basket. It is that time of the year at the Citizens Business Bank Arena when two of my favorite teams begin to play again, the Ontario Reign and the Ontario Fury. Tickets are on sale for both. Check out OntarioReign.com for some of the best ice hockey you're ever going to see, and visit OntarioFury.com to get tickets for our own indoor soccer team. Both sets of tickets are on sale now. October 8th, the Los Angeles Lakers take on the Toronto Raptors. Watch the sensational Lakers in this incredible preseason matchup at the arena. November 14th, professional bull riders, the Blue Death Velocity Tour. Some of the world's top and best up-and-coming bull riders in the world will face off against these monstrous animals nearly 10 times their weight as they compete in the most thrilling 8 seconds in sports. November 21st, Endurocross brings all the elements of extreme off-road racing into a supercross-style course known as the toughest racing on two wheels. This indoor off-road race challenges riders as they blast through rocks, boulders, logs, sand, mud, and more. December 23rd through 27th, Disney on Ice presents Frozen. Enter a fantastical world beyond imagination. All this and more at the Citizens Business Bank Arena. Visit them online at cbbankarena.com. We are joined, as we are each week, by Bruce Burnett, owner of Dreamland Discount Mattress. And normally, Bruce, you are here to better beducate us.
Yes.
And some of the things you've taught us about beds and buying beds has just been phenomenal and really helpful. But I recently discovered there's an aspect of you that I wasn't aware of. And you have your own radio show and a very special story. You want to share a little bit about it?
Yeah, we do a couple of friends and I, we do a radio show called Recovery 101. It's available 24/7 on the internet, recovery101.net. It's a show on recovery. I recently celebrated 25 years sober, and I thought some people might want to know of another avenue that they could get some information. We were one day sitting at Starbucks after a meeting we had been to. One of my friends says, "There's a recovery show on the radio." And I said, "I've never heard of a recovery show on the radio." We go and we put it on, and it sounds like this. "Hello, we have a caller. Hi, Bob." "Hi, Bob. Have you been working the steps, Bob? Have you been going to meetings, Bob? Have you gotten a sponsor?" And I thought, who would listen to that? I'm in recovery, I wouldn't listen to that. And we thought, if we put a microphone out in the middle of the table at Starbucks after a meeting, we could have a much more entertaining show. And 9 million downloads later, people seem to agree.
Wow. Well, I don't know about your friends, but I know you're always entertaining and interesting, if not always politically correct. So I'm sure the show is is as well.
Well, you know, I think the way we look at it, because we get a lot of people that aren't in recovery that listen, it would be as if you went to a meeting or some kind of a coffee or something with a bunch of people from radio.
Well, I don't know about your friends, but I do know you can always be interesting, entertaining, if not always politically correct. So I'm sure the show is as well.
Well, you know, the best way to find that out is to go check out the show. It's at recovery101.net. You can also get it on iTunes by looking up Recovery 101. After 9 million downloads, I think people like us.
All right. Well, we're going to check it out. Recovery101.net.
Correct.
Don't go away. We will be right back.
If you can think it, we can ink it at Patterson Print Shop. From embroidery to printing too, signs, banners, t-shirts, that's what we do. Anything that you can imagine at Patterson Print Shop, we make it happen. If you can think it, we can ink it at Patterson Print Shop. Call us today at 951-924-2332 or visit pattersonprintshop.org.
Is your radio station dull, boring, more of just the same day after day after? Then it's time for radio that will blow your mind and expand and enlighten it too. KCAA Radio 1050 AM is not only the go-to radio station for what's happening in and around the Inland Empire, it's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome, and a total convergence of cool. KCAA is not only the NBC News affiliate for our area, but offers the broadest and craziest range of national and local radio in the Inland Empire, with shows like Imus in the Morning, Dave Ramsey, Joyce Riley's Power Hour, Controlled Chaos, Poor Man, and now Voice of the Inland Empire with yours truly. Check out 1050 AM at home or on the road, or you risk being the only one at work not talking about the fun, crazy, educational, outlandish, awesome things they heard on KCAA 1050 AM. And you wouldn't want that, right? What a great show. I so enjoyed chatting with all of our guests, and I especially want to thank you for tuning in and joining us. And please remember, set your DVRs so you never miss another episode of Voice of the Inland Empire. And if you'd like to watch us anytime 24/7, check out our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com, where you can find all the days, times, and places our show can be seen and heard. And while you're at the website, drop us an email. If you have comments, ideas, thoughts, or suggestions, we'd love to hear from you. And if you have an idea for a show guest, let us know. Our guests need to have topics of broad general interest and be non-commercial in nature. Or if you'd prefer, give us a call on our telephone hotline at 909-746-8846. So until next time, this is Ron Stark reminding you to be productive, care for your world and the people around you, work hard, find time for fun, and always remember to give back whatever and whenever you can. Until next time, goodbye for now.